The name Oppo might not mean a whole lot to you, but they recently released their Find 5 Android smartphone, and this is the video review, so let's check it out. Well, the Find 5 is rocking some serious flagship specs. It has a 5-inch 1080p screen, 2 gigs of RAM, a 1.5 gig quad-core processor, Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, NFC, Bluetooth, and a 2500 mAh battery, so it's not messing around. The design of the Find 5 is really masculine without seeming macho, which is a big bonus for anybody out there looking for a manly phone that doesn't quite look like a Tonka truck with a bunch of added ugly plastic. Its strong, clean lines are really impressive. The volume controls for the Find 5 sit on the right hand of the phone, the micro USB charging port is on the bottom, and the power button actually sits on the left-hand side, which was a welcome change from the all buttons on one side of the phone design we've been seeing recently. There's a 3.5mm headphone jack on top and a 13-megapixel shooter with a dual LED flash on the back, which sits above a speaker grill. So the screen is probably the very best part of the Find 5. It is stunning. Oppo's done a really great job of celebrating it here with an almost edge-to-edge design, and you'll never feel cheated or disappointed when you're looking at the Find 5 screen. If you have meatier palms, that edge-to-edge design might be a little bit of a problem, but overall it's a minor inconvenience. The processor and RAM would suggest that this is a really speedy phone, but if I'm being completely honest, there is some lag from time to time while using the device. I'm not sure if that's due to the UX being optimized improperly, but even putting the device to sleep has a little bit of a delay to it sometimes, which is a little bit odd, especially when looking at the Find 5 specs on paper. Navigating the device is usually smooth, but I figured I would mention that lag as it does pop up from time to time. Speaking of which, let's talk about that UX and the rest of the Find 5 software. So the Oppo Find 5 runs Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean right out of the box. We don't know yet when or if Oppo plans to upgrade to Android 4.3, but they have been pretty good about regular patching for bug fixes on this phone, so we're hopeful about an update to Android sooner rather than later. Oppo's UX, on the other hand, is quite frankly pretty garish. The widgets are too much of everything and they clash with the elegance of the phone's external look. The lock screen is also super annoying with a revolving door type of deal and no initial instruction on how to unlock it. So sure, it'll take you a couple seconds to figure out, but it can be a bit inconsistent, and that's never good for a simple task like unlocking your phone. In happier news, there isn't a lot of pre-installed bloatware on the Find 5, which is really nice, and that's likely because the device ships unlocked without any carrier partners to mess it up with third-party apps. Yay! The Find 5 employs a 13-megapixel camera, which landed around above average on a scale of poor to excellent. It was good enough at snapping decent photos and recording 1080p video, but we weren't totally blown away, especially now that we're used to using custom camera software and hardware combos from HTC and Nokia. Overall, it's not the best camera out there, but it's not the worst by any means. If you want a killer camera, the iPhone 5 has that wide selection of apps, the HTC One has its video highlights feature, and even the Nokia Lumia's 1020 has that pure megapixel power. As for call quality and data, calls sound really good on this device. The speakerphone is super loud, and HSPA speeds here in Irvine were more than sufficient for our needs. Looking at benchmarking, the Find 5 pulled numbers in the low 7,000 range, which isn't anything to write home about, especially considering other 2013 Android flagships like the Galaxy S4 and the HTC One were pulling almost double those numbers and clocking in around 12 to 13,000. Ouch. We're sorry to report the battery life on the Find 5 is not the best. You're probably looking at 6 hours max if you're a power user, but if you're a light to moderate user with a solid Wi-Fi connection most of your day, the phone will make it until you get home. It's possible that part of this poor battery life is tied to the custom UX and how it handles everything, but whatever the cause is, if you've been using a phone like the HTC One with mega battery life, you'll be pretty disappointed in the Find 5's battery life. Overall, the Oppo Find 5 is a phone that looks great on the outside and on paper, but really performs under what it should be. The good news is that Oppo is really involved with and supportive of the Android dev community, and so this is a really great competitor or even an upgrade to the Nexus 4. I'm sure if you had CyanogenMod running on this phone, it would provide a really great Android enthusiast experience, so I'm going to give the Oppo Find 5 a score of 7. Well, that's our video review of the Oppo Find 5, and for more information and to read the full review, the full text of our review, make sure to check out the link below. Thanks guys, see you in the next video.
What's up everyone, John here. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I certainly hope you did. Click on the subscribe button right under me in my pants region to get tons more tech videos from Techno Buffalo. We've got awesome unboxings, comparisons, reviews, recaps, and everything else you can think of in the tech world right here on the channel. Join the herd today! If you want to check out some more content, just click right over this way to see some other recent videos. See you guys next time.